Time to check in with Katie and the forecast. So very important for those young people to, remember and to just have an understanding of what took place on that day.
I think you're absolutely dead on. That's absolutely true. And in terms of the weather pattern for today, guys, it does look as though with all these events and memorials that are going to be taking place, that generally speaking, the weather will cooperate. But I promise you this much: it's already steamy outside, and it certainly is going to feel quite hot throughout the course of the day. And the temperature will be a perfect example of that. Now, as we actually approach the fall season here, you do tend to see a lot of ups and downs. Fronts come through, heat up in advance of them, you cool off in the wake of them. Right now, the fall countdown is as such. We are 50 solid days away from Halloween at this point, but just under 2 weeks from the official beginning of fall. So this is a month of transition. As you hit both fall and spring, you do tend to see a lot of extremes take place here, where it's very hot or very cool in response to what's average, just because the atmosphere is trying to figure out what season it wants to be in as that transition takes place. But yeah, it's still quite a ways off from your traditional fall holidays, right? Taking a look at Storm Scan 3, though, I want to show you a really wide zoom. So we are going to see a couple of showers or thunderstorms ignite at some point this evening. Very sparse in nature. You can see some pretty heavy rain rolling through upstate New York right now. We are going to be right on the southern branch of that, so I don't expect much out of it, but it's worthy of a mention. Then comes this guy. Heading into tomorrow, we'll see another frontal passage take place, and that brings with it some additional showers, which we'll get to in the 7-day. Currently, though, a live look outside from our station headquarters facing south. You can see that there's some low-lying cloud cover, not necessarily blocking the view of the skyscrapers, but it is certainly interacting with our view of the skyscrapers. So I don't believe that fog is as much of an issue for you this morning, but I would love to hear from the Eyewitness Weather Watchers if you're seeing any low clouds out there. It's just a product of the moisture in the air. You've got high heat for one thing today, but currently light wind and all those high dew points to get some of that cloud cover to form. But today is still a pretty steamy day, and it's the steamiest of the next few, which is a good thing if you like the comfort, because with time that is something that does return, but you got to wait a couple of days. So here's a look at the 7-day forecast today. Definitely the hottest day of the bunch, but you absolutely are going to see some roller coaster riding going on here in the next few days because we've got a few fronts coming through. That makes sense, right? So come Saturday, a few showers and thunderstorms are scattered about, but by Sunday, we're heating up all over again and back in the sunshine. So ups and downs. That's the theme here, Chandler.